Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. It's looking like Anthony Joshua and Jarrell Big Baby Miller have agreed to a June fight. Stay tuned. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chat, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working, baby. Shout out to the channel members, Patreon family. You know, I seen a lot of people moved over from the Patreon family and became channel members. You know, probably for you get the emoticons or whatever. Anyway, Anthony Joshua, it looks like he's decided his next move. You know, Mike Coppinger, reporter with Ring TV and others, he tweeted this among other people, and it says, breaking: Anthony Joshua and Jarrell Big Baby Miller have agreed to terms for a heavyweight championship fight at New York's Madison Square Garden per sources. The fight will be streamed on DAZN and likely to take place June 1st, but June 8th, also in play, will be Joshua's U.S. debut. So there's also a tape I've seen that was released for some reason. It looked like it sounded like Barry Hearn and Anthony Joshua, and he was kind of confirming that, yeah, I think America is my next move. I have so many questions. You know who said what and when they said it. New media, stand up. I think we've been doing an honest job, just an honest job regarding this whole situation, the Wilder Joshua saga. And to me, this is a bad look. No disrespect to Jarrell Big Baby Miller, but I don't think Eddie Hearns has put him in position and readied him per his competition for the step up. Now, I'm not saying Jarrell Miller can't give him a good fight, but he's going to have to use the experience that he has, which, again, he hasn't fought. To me, when he was with PBC, he had probably better names, Gerald Washington and Fred Cassie and stuff like that. Those were on paper at least tougher fights than Thomas Adamak out of retirement, 40 plus years old, Dog Bandinu, who's not really heard of and stuff like that. So I really think Rematch Room should have actually put, to make this more compelling, put Jarrell Miller in there with more stringent name-known test. Guys like Luis King Kong Ortiz, Dominic Brazil, DILLIAN White. They didn't do that. It sounds like they're trying to ride the wave of when they had that confrontation with AJ and Jarrell Miller at the DAZN kickoff press conference in New York, and Jarrell Miller kind of got in his face and said some nasty things. This is, to me, I don't even blame Jarrell Miller. He's doing what anyone would do in that situation. You're a challenger. You wanted to fight this guy. This will be your biggest payday. He's just trying to seize the opportunity. So good luck to him. We'll see what type of fight he produces. But for Team Joshua, it's not a good look. I think Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury 2 is definitely a bigger fight. Deontay Wilder, I feel like the world knows why the fight didn't happen with Joshua. And then now, for a second time, Joshua's fight is being shown up or upstaged by what Wilder's doing, the only other champion, instead of that undisputed unification. And meanwhile, you had guys like Lennox Lewis and a slew of other people saying, why is he not fighting Wilder? Different things like that. Or AJ should, command his career. AJ keeps telling the world he wants to fight Wilder. He's been back and forth saying, he said on ESPN First Take he didn't want to fight Tyson Fury. He said that live to Max Kellerman. He said, what would I fight Tyson for? Tyson, he has no belt. What is this lineal? When I was coming up, there was no lineal. He was saying this, and then he switched and said, I would love to fight Tyson. Which one is it? You just said you don't know what lineal champ is, and why do people want me to fight him? He don't have a belt. And he lost or had a draw or whatever with Deontay Wilder. Now you're switching that, and he's saying, I don't want to fight these other guys. I don't want to fight Povetkin. I don't want to fight Miller. I don't want to fight White. And these are the guys you end up fighting. So that doesn't look good, that you're this A side, and Eddie Hearns, and nobody's showing the numbers. We see Canelo. We know Canelo is the A side because we actually you know, at least occasionally get reports and information that leaked showing the attendance for Madison Square Garden when Canelo fielding happened, or Canelo Cotto numbers, or Canelo Golovkin 1 or 2 numbers get released, salaries, you know, from DAZN and Canelo. You know, we see it, but we don't really see the numbers. It's like almost hidden with Anthony Joshua, so we don't even know his true star power. And again, he keeps getting upstaged with Wilder's fights. Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, better fight than Joshua versus Parker. Even though Parker was a champion, I think from the fans' perspective, Luis Ortiz was a more, even though he wasn't a champion, he was just a tough test, a tough out for anyone in the division. To this day, you know, he's still a challenge to any top level guy at the heavyweight division. You know, there's just so many ways to break it down, but it looks like this is what we're getting. AJ versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Other thing that draws questions is that around this time last year, they were negotiating with Deontay Wilder, you know, maybe a few months after now, you know, March, April, somewhere around there. And he says, give me 50 mil, I'll fight Wilder tomorrow. Then he got offered 50 mil. Then they questioned if it was real and this and that. Then they switched and said, we don't want to fight in the USA. We want to fight in the UK. AJ also did interviews where he says, I don't basically trust the US setup. You know, the judges, they might be out to get me or be biased, and the ref and stuff like that. But what are you doing now? Make an American debut in the USA versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller for less than 50 million for no title, where you could have fought Wilder for more money and a title and more respect, because that's the fight that the fans wanted you to fight. So to me, it's not really making sense, but hey, it's not my career. This is just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of AJ versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Another thing is, I think for A-side, like bragging rights, Canelo is consistently showing up AJ's fights on the DAZN platform. You know, this on DAZN, I don't think he's going to make as much noise. It's just my speculation, but we've been pretty on the mark with this stuff. I think Canelo versus Jacobs, from what I've seen in boxing, has made more of a splash than the excitement levels for AJ versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller. So once again, Canelo is the #1 guy in boxing and on the DAZN platform because his fights generate the biggest buzz. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. AJ versus Jarrell Miller. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Either way, drop me a comment. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.